What's up, multiverse lovers? I am back with another video, but I'm sorry, but I'm shocked, and just because the Knicks won the NBA Finals today, yesterday, and I am just shocked because the Spurs actually deserve that win. But also, I do gotta say that the Knicks deserved it as well, but the Spurs I don't know, I'm just shocked. But it's the only reason why I'm shocked is because, the plays that they could have done better on, what, the team, well, I think I would mainly say Wemby. Like, he is a good player, but like, there are some things that I feel like, he could have done better on. But I do want to talk about, the plays, because there was like only like 2 plays I do want to talk about, because I actually got a playbook so I can show you each play on what they could have done better on. So without further ado, let's just get started. Okay, first off, I want to talk about the game. I want to talk about game 1, and I do think game 1 was a little bit challenging because game 1 was really all about just messing up a lead, and Wemby wasn't really playing his natural position. Like, he's a center, and he's just popping threes and not really playing his true role. And here's what my dad said. He said, like, he should start off at the paint, get warmed up, and then he can start shooting outside of the paint. Like, he is actually a good shooter. He reminds me of Kevin Durant a little bit, but there are some improvements to almost, I wouldn't say to be like Kevin Durant, but like his own version of Kevin Durant. And that is like, shooting middies and then shooting threes whenever they're like, about like 20 or 10 or something. But anyway, that's really what it was for game 1. And then game 2. So we have this play. So this is happening at the ending of game 2. So we have Wemby over here, Stephon Cassell over here, Fox, Vassell, and then Harper. So we have these 5, and as you guys see, these 3 are lined up. Wemby and Cassell are right here. So as Wemby was getting the rebound right here, and then they're all running. They're all running to their positions. Stephon was going over here, and this was around the sideline right here. And then Wemby already got the ball. These 3 are moving up, and then Wemby was pushing the ball, and then he threw it to Cassell while he wasn't looking, and then that's how Jalen Brunson braids. That's what my mom calls Jalen Brunson. He got the ball. He's like right here, and then both Cassell and Wemby were trying to trap, and they were both trying to trap, and then that's how they caused the foul. So really, I wouldn't say it was Wemby's fault. I guess you can say that. But here's what I feel like what they should have done for the Spurs. What they could have done was, since it was, I think the two people that could handle the ball, which is De'Aaron Fox and Dylan Harper. Those 2 are your guards and everything. And Vassell, I wouldn't say Vassell should have, he can carry the ball. Or let me circle his name. These 3 can handle the ball, and since they're basically trailing, and since Fox was actually behind, I would say giving it to Fox is a better idea. And I'll also say Harper is a smarter idea, so they can outlet the pass and then go for at least get it past half court. And what they also could have done, which is a better option than throwing it to your guards, is calling a timeout, which will stop everything, get them time to regroup. And because they were down by 1, and I think the only reason why they didn't call a timeout, it was really because of that. So really, I don't know, y'all can really comment down below and y'all can tell me what they could have done, because to be honest, I think, like I said, that they could throw it to the trailers, but calling a timeout is actually better. So that's in my opinion. And then I do want to say that Game Three was a lot better. Everybody was doing their thing. Wemby was, was playing his natural position. He was just, doing what I just said, like, getting warmed up, shooting shooting middies. He's shooting threes. There, Stephel was doing his part. Dylan Harper was fantastic. He's been fantastic throughout the postseason, to be honest. Like, this is like my first time, like, watching, Dylan Harper, all the way. Because, like, in the season, I was, like, flip-flopping through games and not really, watching, the Spurs all the time. But I'd be hearing some good things about Dylan Harper. But, yeah. But Game 3 was incredible. They won. And then Game 4, they actually had a good lead. And then they kind of blew it. But they were still up. And then, hold up. Give me time to, draw this out. Okay, so there it is. So this is kind of, this is like, towards the end of Game 4. And this is what the play was looking like. So JB had the ball. You see that little circle? That's the ball. He shot it. And then as it didn't make it, and they were trying to get the rebound. Both OG Anunoby and DF, which is De'Aaron Fox. So De'Aaron Fox tipped the ball past half court, and he didn't get the ball till over here. Or I wouldn't say it wasn't that far, but hold up. Let me erase that, and then I will say, like, at that first mark right there, and then he went for a fast break layup, which OG Anunoby blocked. Now, to be honest, you can actually say either. You can't really say whatever, and y'all can really agree with me, or y'all could have said something different, and I would agree with y'all. And so here's what I would say. Like, here's what I thought. And I told my parents and my sister this. I feel like he could have went out and see if he can, get a foul, because he actually had the ball in his hands. But trying to get a fast break was a smart idea. Like, I would take it. Like I can understand why he did it, but I don't think it was a good idea, especially if we're trying to. Well, I wouldn't say that. Like, I'm just kind of, I don't know, or to be honest, he could have called a timeout, because I know I said timeout twice in both plays, but really it is a good idea. But I'm leaning towards trying to get out of the paint, and then letting the clock run down and see if you can try and get a foul. And yeah, that's really it. But however, that didn't happen, and then that's when OG Anunoby tipped the ball with his fingertips, and just made it. Oh my God, I can't believe I actually made that. That's how speechless I am. Alright, so I'm about to erase this, and I do want to say something else, which doesn't really cover the whole the play. It doesn't really cover the plays, but I just don't want to talk about this NBA season. Okay, I'm watching SNL, by the way. So if you guys hear Jack Black or Will Ferrell, that's what it is. But anyway, I just want to say that this NBA season was really good. Like, it's one of the most, I'm kind of speechless, like, how Adam Silver just did everything, or really the coaches, I gotta say the players and the organization of all 30 teams were awesome. There's 30 teams in the NBA. But anyway, the trades that happened, like Kevin Durant going to the Rockets, I was really hyped about that. Let's see. Porzingis going to going to the Warriors. I was actually interested, but I wasn't really hyped about that because they didn't because the Warriors really needed a center, and then Porzingis is going. I mean, I did not Porzingis. Zubac. Zubac is on the Pacers now. We're gonna man. If we got like a tougher center, we got you got one of the best rebounders in the league. And what else? Man, we actually got a chance to because the Pacers are actually got a chance to win the finals, to be honest. And and then the draft, we had future Hall of Fame, like I would say, or future legends, to be honest, like Cooper Flag, Con Knipple, Dylan Harper, VJ Edgecombe. And I could really, man, there's like those five people I literally just said are going to be like, legends. They're going to be like, going. Anyway, I'm still watching SNL. I'm kind of confused on what's going on. But anyway, those players are going to have a bright future. And and then the stuff that happened. But I want to talk about Cooper Flag before I get to my next point. Cooper Flag was. I thought Cooper Flag was going to be, around one of the greatest starting five ever, in that season. I thought they were gonna do this starting five like this for the Mavs. I thought it was gonna be Kyrie, Clay, Cooper Flag, who else? Oh yeah, AD and Derek Lively. But that didn't happen because Kyrie is still out. Klay Thompson is getting older and he's not really doing his best right now. Cooper Flag is still doing his thing. He became Rookie of the Year. AD got traded a year later, and then Derek Lively was out for the season, which kind of messed everything up. And so the thing I was just about to talk about was Luka getting in shape and losing all that weight. And to be honest, I was actually ready to see if Luka Doncic is ready to become an NBA champion, an MVP, season MVP, and probably Finals MVP as well. And it's mainly because he got into shape. I thought his defense would be better. I thought his rebounding would be better, being more aggressive, and But Luka was still lazy, but he still put up some good numbers, good good rebounds, good assists. But however, he got injured. He didn't win the Finals MVP. He didn't compete in the NBA Finals, and man, it's I think they could have, made it to the finals, but I wouldn't say they would have won, but they would have made it to the finals. Or actually, no, I take that back. I don't think they would have made it to the finals because Wemby's team, the Spurs, are actually crazy. And that's really it. But anyway, we also saw some fights. Some crazy fights because there was a clip I saw Nikola Jokic grabbing on Lou Dort. He was like that, and I was like, oh god, I never seen Nikola Jokic that angry or that that mean or anything. That's all. Because to me that was actually funny. But yeah, that's really it. This NBA season was actually crazy, and I really enjoyed it. Okay, y'all, that is the end of today's video. I'm gonna be watching SNL because Jack Black and Will Ferrell are just being crazy right now. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys leave appropriate comments down below. Give this video a like, subscribe to Multiverse Lovers, ring the bell for notifications, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.